The Submersion of Japan, also known as Japan Sinks, is a 1973 Toho movie. I'll get straight into the best part. The destruction scenes start at the 40-minute mark. They're fine. Seems like a nice mix of miniatures and full-size props, as well as some good projection techniques, car crashes, and flame suits. This gushing eye comes out of nowhere and is memorable. Beautiful fire escapes. You know, we've seen miniature cities get destroyed countless times, but I think only a couple match the scale seen here. What we normally don't see is the damage control. The firefighter helicopters dropping water bombs were particularly interesting to me. There are also some good tsunami scenes later on. Good zooms. The real-life stock footage used mixes very well with the rest of the movie. Music is brief but well done. There's some shaky camera work. Not all the projection work is good. There's very few characters, and the ones featured are just very bland, very boring. The movie's 2 hours long, and there's a lot of setup, so the character problem just further makes the movie drag on. It's an interesting what if, who would do what scenario, and there are some great shots, but they don't justify the chore of having to sit through the movie. The Sinking of Japan is a 2006 Toho film directed by Shinji Higuchi. This version is shorter but still over 2 hours. The destruction scenes here look dated as far as CG goes, but the way they are presented is imaginative and exciting. All the character scenes are easier to watch as everyone acts more natural and relatable. The meetings and such are also easier to watch due to nice stylistic shots and cuts throughout them. This movie was released in 2006, yet they are still using newspaper headlines as exposition transitions. At least they weren't spinning. I know this was in the original as well, but I mean, come on. There's actual shaky cam during the tsunami scene, and just waves back and forth and back and forth. Even though this one's easier to watch than the 1973 version, it's still a chore to sit through. The characters are better, the deaths seem to have more emotional weight to them, but I wouldn't say that the characters are good. I wouldn't recommend this one either. So if I had to choose one to watch, I'd pick the 2006 version, even though I like the effects in the 1973 version more. Not that they're always more realistic, but even the obviously fake effects have a sense of charm to them. Effects and feel aside, there are differences in the plots, even though they are both based on the novel Japan Sinks. I like the 2006 adaptation better in terms of story. There's more of a story instead of just feeling like a string of events. There's even kind of a happy ending, which doesn't automatically make it better in my book, but it's one of the few things that really works. The main thing is, I was over both these movies well before they were through. Neither was an enjoyable watch or a thought-provoking or really artistic one. I wouldn't recommend checking either out. There's a compilation of destruction scenes up on YouTube right now for the 2006 movie, and I'm gonna try to put in as much of the destruction scenes from the 73 one in this review because that's by far the best parts of the movie. Thanks for watching.